Hello everyone, well it's homemade pizza today and this is going to be fun because I've got a broken finger. So I'm going to be using the mixer. It's going to be interesting when it comes to actually spreading the dough out, but we'll see how we get on. I might need to call in some reinforcements. Right then guys, so you're going to need some warm water, which I've not got sat here at the moment, but you will need 180 mils of warm water, which we're going to use to start to activate the yeast. The yeast, we're going to use 7 grams, dry active yeast, not the instant active yeast you can get in the packets. A tablespoon of sugar, but it's going to be a tablespoon in total. But some's going to go into to activate the yeast first, and then the rest of the sugar will go into the flour mix. 240 grams of bread flour, that's what I'm going to be using today. You can use all-purpose, but the bread flour, you get a more chewy bread. A tablespoon of olive oil, and then we're going to need a bit more just to coat the bowl. And about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and that's it, just as simple as that. I'm going to mix all them together. Right, so to start I have got 180 ml of warm water. It's about 98, 97, just lukewarm, so it activates the yeast and doesn't kill the yeast. I'm using dried yeast, I'm not using the instant action yeast. So to do that, 7 grams of yeast, and then we need to add a little bit of sugar so it's got something to feed on. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of sugar in and give it a mix together just to activate it. So I'm going to set this to one side, and in 5 or 10 minutes it should be nice and frothy on the top, so we know the yeast is alive. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the yeast activating, I'm going to add 240 grams of bread flour to mine. Let's finish that packet off. So that's 203. You can use different types of flour, but we like a chewy bread crust. And then next I'm just going to add in 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then 2 teaspoons of sugar. So that's 3 altogether, because we put a teaspoon in the yeast. And then lastly, to finish off, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. There we go. Right, so that's it for the ingredients. I'm going to pop that in the stand mixer. And now you can see we've got foam on the top. So with the other hand, because of the finger, I'm going to add that in. I'm just going to mix this on low until it comes together. It's a bit like bread dough, any dough really. Then once it starts coming together, I have to speed it up to about a medium and just let it knead away for about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, let's check that. Okay, so as you can see, it's sticky and it's sticking to my fingers. It needs to be a little bit dry, so I need to put in a little bit more flour. What you want is it to be sticky but not actually stick to your skin or your fingers. So I'm going to add in about a teaspoon and just see how we go. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon first. The reason it's like that is just because there's probably a bit too much water in. And it's kind of vice versa as well. Sometimes it could be too dry. And you need to add a little bit more water. Okay, so that's been going for about nearly 10 minutes. And let's see. Oh yes, so you can feel it's sticky, but it's no longer sticking to my fingers, which is what we want. Brilliant. So I had to put in 3 tablespoons. Like I say, a little bit of it at a time. I mean, it's sticking to my fingers a little bit now, but that's fine. So I'm going to leave that sat in there a second, because we're going to need a big bowl. I'm going to grease the sides with some a little bit of olive oil, just so, oops, that might be a bit too much. So as the dough rises, it doesn't stick. Let's sprinkle a bit of flour on the worktop. Just move that machine out of the way. Okay, turn that out so you can see it's a nice and sticky dough. And basically just gonna get this into a bowl. So we're just going to pop this into the bowl, just coat both sides. I'm going to cover that with some cling film and leave it in a nice warm place for 1 hour. So that's it for the dough. Like I say, that's covered up now, and it's in a nice warm room, which I will leave there for 1 hour until it doubles up in size. If you've got a cold room, it may take a little bit longer to just double up in size. So we're back in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour later, the dough's risen lovely. I've got back up the master boss. He's gaffering on what's going on the topping. Right then, dude. Do you want to punch that? Just not like a solid punch, just a buff. Oh, you've punctured it now. It's going down. Right. Lovely jubbly. Get that. That's how we want it. So I've got this pizza tray. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour just to coat it.
Get it all over the side.
Yep, get it all over the side. Get it nice and messy. If you're not making a mess, you're not doing it right.
Yep.
Okay. Let's tip this out onto there. Ta-da! Bit of that. Right, let's get you at a better angle. Okay, so just kind of this bit I'm hopeless at.
Well,
So what we want to do, spread it around
into a circle.
kind of push from the centre. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, because after all it's homemade. Build up a little bit of a crust, and like I say, easier said than done when you've got a broken finger.
Yeah.
You could put cheese around, roll it over, have a stuffed crust. But, yeah, this one I've made other doughs before, and as you spread out it tends to pull straight back. This one's okay. If you're really expert, you could whiz it up in air and stuff like that. If I did that, first place it'd land on is me head. Wouldn't it, dude?
Yeah. We all know you.
Okay, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Have a touch and a feel it at it if you want. So try and build a bit of a crusty bit.
Yeah.
And obviously don't go to the edge with the sauce. See, this is how much douging skills I've got.
I mean, definitely with a broken finger, you know.
Okay, I think that'll do. I'm going to put a bit of sauce on. You want to grab me a spoon, dude? I can't even get this lid off. Okay, yeah. Should have planned ahead with this.
You want a big or small one?
Oh, we've done it. We've got there. Right.
And you say you can't do it.
If there was 3 on us, it could be 3 stooges, Joe. Okay,
Yeah.
so add a bit of tomato sauce. I ought to make my own really, but we don't need a swimming yard full, just a little thin layer. Yes, I think on the next one I'm definitely going to make my own tomato sauce. So
Yeah.
okay, so that will do for that bit.
Yeah.
Now then, sprinkle some cheese on. Do you want to do some sprinkling of cheese? What you're going to do is get a bit of cheese and just go sprinkle, 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 sprinkle all around like that.
Yep.
And some more. Oh, when the moon is shy like a big pizza pie. Come on, you gotta sing. Right, I think that will be enough cheese. Go on.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. A little bit more then.
And I think that will be enough.
That's enough of that.
Yeah. You don't have to do as much as us.
Right. Pepperomery.
Yeah.
Right. You grab some, I grab some, and we go do, biddy do, biddy do. Spread some around. Put one there. Right, that's enough
Okay.
of pepperoni.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, move that one. Some bacon bits. We got some
Bacon
bacon
bits.
bits to sprinkle on too.
Yeah. I love bacon bits.
So obviously with your toppings, anything you fancy, go for it.
Yeah.
Apart from a full chicken. So I've got the oven preheating to 220,
Yeah.
and this should take around 12 to 15 minutes or so to cook. Right, yeah, so this one's a bit of a mixed meat. Right, let me just wash my hands.
I need to do that.
So there we are, our multi-meat pizza. Yeah, that'll do. We'll call it the multi-meat.
Yeah.
Done by him in him. Right, oven's nearly up to temperature, and then we're going to pop it in for about 12 to 15 minutes. We're going to keep an eye on it.
Hey.
Here we go.
Ooh, that's good.
In we go. Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
All right, that's at about 12 minutes. That is looking grand.
Just down it. Look at that.
Very hot. Right, we'll leave that to cool a few moments,
You can see it's
and then we'll
steam
slice it up and try it. It's turned out to be a nice deep pan pizza.
Yeah.
At least I did one a couple of years ago. It turned out like a loaf of bread.
Did it?
Did. I think I've made him hungry.
Yeah.
He's slavering over it. Right.
No, not.
Pizza cutter.
Oh, there you go, guys. That's how you make one of these.
And there we have it, guys. A beautiful deep crust pizza. Right then, boss. What do you reckon?
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Better than a pizza shop?
Yeah.
That's the correct answer. Right, let's give it a whirl. Drop a bit. Oh, yes. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't beat homemade. And that's the first time I've made homemade pizza. Well,
correctly.
for quite some time. For a good couple of years. Let's put it that way.
And last time you did it,
Because the very last one I ever attempted,
looked
I
like
kept
a
knocking
loaf of
the
bread.
dough back, it kept rising, knocking it back, rising. Time I put it in the oven, it come out like a loaf of bread. But yes, very impressed with that dough recipe. Very nice indeed, very nice and chewy. Obviously, if you don't like chewy bread or chewy pizza bread, use all-purpose flour. And let me know what you like on your toppings. And the most important question, does pineapple go on pizza?
No.
Right, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.